There used to be people would say, okay, we should make sure everybody's using AI. That was like the big push I kept hearing from various people. CEOs would send out emails to everybody like you should try AI first before whatever. And if you're not using AI, you're in trouble, that sort of thing. The thing is, it's not using AI is not binary.
Correct.
Coming back to my earlier point about how quickly things are
Yeah.
changing, you could start using AI, and then if you keep using it the same way, 3 months down the road, you're behind again. So that's the biggest thing. With coding copilots, they're definitely adding a lot of value. People are using them also in ways that are outside of the direct way in which they were designed to be used. I've actually heard from engineers who have, for example, they start their initial draft of a design doc in a coding copilot, and that actually saves them a bunch of time, things like that. I mean, 100%. So I've definitely used just the chatbots, the chat GPT. I've tried Gemini a bunch, and again, I've had to change from one to the other as they get better. It's just very, I used to, when I have a question about something, I think about something, I would go to my Slack group with other friends in similar roles to mine. And I would be like, hey, what do you do for this? How do you do that?
Yeah.
And now I feel like I first go to the AI, do an initial research. If I need to, then I can go to the network. But if anything, sometimes it knows even more, because the model
Yeah.
so much of
Yeah.
knowledge in it. So that's very useful. I don't produce code, but coding copilots are actually useful for browsing code as well.